Imagine a snake. As it grows, its skin becomes tight, dry, itchy, suffocating. The skin that once protected it is now killing it. And so the snake finds a rough rock and it rubs its face against it until the skin splits. For a moment, it is raw, vulnerable, soft, but it is new. You are the snake, and you are refusing to shed the skin. The problem: you are walking through your life carrying the dead, dry skin of who you were 10 years ago. You call this your personality. You call this being yourself. The ancients had a different name for it. They called it the trap. The samurai, the stoics, the shamans, all of them practiced what modern psychology now confirms, that you cannot be reborn until something first dies. Today, we are going to hold the funeral. The ego, what it actually is. The ego is not arrogance. The ego is the story. I am a shy person. I am a victim of my past. I am someone who doesn't take risks. These are not facts. These are costumes you put on in childhood to survive, to belong, to stay safe. But here is what happened. The avatar hijacked the player. You forgot that you are the consciousness behind the mask. You began to think you are the mask. And so you spend every waking hour defending it. When someone criticizes you, you get angry, not because they hurt you, because they scratched the mask. When you fail, you spiral into shame, not because the failure matters, because the mask looks cracked. You are a slave to the maintenance of an illusion, the comfort cage. Why is it so terrifying to change? Because to your brain, identity death equals physical death. Your brain evolved inside a tribe. Lose your identity, lose your standing in the tribe. Lose your standing and your brain predicts exile. Exile meant death. So when you try to quit, to leave, to begin again, your amygdala screams, "We don't know who we are on the other side." This is the comfort cage. You prefer the hell you know to the heaven you don't. You stay depressed because the depressed person is an identity you understand. You know the script. To become someone new is terrifying because you don't know the lines yet. The samurai practice. The samurai understood this. Every morning they would sit in stillness and visualize their own death. Not to be morbid, but because a man who considers himself already dead has nothing to lose. If you are already dead, you cannot be embarrassed. If you are already dead, you cannot hesitate. The Japanese called this Mushin, no mind. When the ego goes quiet, pure action remains. Think of the moments you performed your best. Were you thinking about how you looked? No, you were a vessel. The you, the ego, had left the building. That is the state the samurai trained for. Not courage, freedom from the need to protect the image, the practice. So how do we actually do this? You stop telling the story. Take a piece of paper. Write down every sentence you use to describe yourself. I am lazy. I am bad at this. I can't because of what happened to me. Look at the list. These are not biological facts. These are agreements you made with a younger, frightened version of yourself, and you have been honoring them ever since. For the next 7 days, do not speak about your past problems. If someone asks how you are, say only this: I am creating the future. Starve the story. If you stop feeding the character begins to die. The void. Fair warning, when the ego begins to dissolve, you will not feel free immediately. You will feel empty. Spiritual traditions across centuries have named this the same thing: the dark night of the soul, the void. You have burned the old house. The new one is not built yet. Do not panic. Do not rush to fill the emptiness with noise, distraction, or a new shallow identity. Sit in it. The void is not punishment. It is fertile ground. Nothing can grow in a room that is already full. The rebirth. Now we build, but this time not by accident, not by trauma, not by what childhood told you that you were, by design. Ask yourself one question. Who is the person capable of living the life I actually want? Does that person wake up with intention? Does that person speak with honesty? Does that person act without waiting for permission? Start moving like that person today. Not because you are faking it, because you are choosing it. The ego is still there, you still need it, but now it is a suit, not your skin. You wear it, you are not trapped in it. Closing, full circle, quiet landing. Every morning the old skin tries to grow back. Every morning the fear returns, the pride, the story, the comfortable cage. And every morning you have a choice. The person I was yesterday is gone. I owe him nothing. I am new this morning. The skin is tight. It is itchy. It is time. Find the rock. Peel it off. Step into the sun.